Robert Smith is the son of Thomas G. Smith, who's been inducted into the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame as a builder. Thomas was born in Mather, Manitoba, and passed away in July of 1982. He played sports till the age of 21, Robert, and had to have one of his legs partially amputated at that point. It didn't seem to slow him down at all, judging from his career biography. He seemed to be kind of a driven man. Is that your father?
My father was a sports guy. He believed in all things that participating in sports, the good things that come from participating in sports, can bring people. So yes, he was driven. He couldn't play. He became a manager, a coach, a car driver, a fundraiser.
Whatever was required.
He was into baseball and hockey.
Now you say the things that sports gives you, that you learn through sports, and your dad was very dedicated to that. What were some of those things in your mind? What are some of the benefits? What benefits did you see?
Well, kind of old-fashioned notions. Work hard, work together. You'll be surprised sometimes at what you can achieve just by doing those things. There's a book that I've been reading recently by an author by the name of David Hemery, and it says, this is what you can do to make your child, to give your child the opportunity to become a champion. So keeping the kids busy, keeping them off the street, keeping them with their peers, pretty basic stuff. He did it with passion.
Easy to say, but hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
His passion, obviously, as you said, flowed over to hockey. Steinbach has the T.G. Smith Arena named in his honor. So when the baseball fields froze over, he didn't stop there either. He just sort of shifted gears.
Correct. Here's the story. So the minor hockey teams, my dad was the manager of the Royal Bank, came to Steinbach in 1946. Worked there forever. He liked it there, so he stayed there till his retirement in 1968. The teams on the hockey side were called the Royals, and all of their jerseys had a dollar sign on them. Royal Bank of Canada, I guess, put some money into those jerseys. Good for the Royal Bank of Canada.
I know that your dad was a very proficient organizer of Little League Baseball. In 1955, the league he was working with had 3 teams. 10 years later, it had double the number and was continuing to grow. What were some of the things that you took from him, from watching him and learning at his side, if you will, as a son will from the father, about those sorts of endeavors? Because it means getting to work together, people, and that's not always the easiest thing to do.
Well, the first thing that I learned from him is, because he couldn't run fast anymore, he was giving back to the community in a different way. We talked about that just a minute ago, but he had 2 sons. So he was driven in terms of making available participation in sports for many, but he had 2 sons who he put through the system too. So that's a heavy-duty reason for going all in when you got your own flesh and blood.
Certainly.
Doing something that he thought was good for them.
This is an important and very meaningful award, the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame. It's a very important honor. What does it mean to the Smith family to see your father honored at this point?
It means tons. It means more than you can imagine. There's 21 of us here today from British Columbia, from Saskatchewan, many of us still in Manitoba. It's a little more than just looking at a picture. It's getting together to listen to something said about him. So we're participating in a ceremony honoring, in some cases, the great grandfather. So we have 2 sons, we have kids of the 2 sons, and we have kids of the kids. So there's a bunch of us, and we're full of smiles because we're together and because he's being honored.
And deservedly so, a great man in Manitoba sports and in Manitoba baseball, Thomas G. Smith, now a member of the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame. Congratulations to you and to your family.
Thanks so much, Ron. Nice to meet you. Thank you for doing this.